Hey, Scott from Aristogrub.com. I'm here in my palatial residence in hotel room. And I'm here with another special announcement about a food holiday that you need to participate in. Today is June 22nd, but the holiday is June 23rd. And that'll give you time to run to your grocery store and stock up on these. And these are Pecan Sandies, depending upon where you're from. And basically these are just a shortbread cookie that contains pecans. Now, a little bit of background information on this because I haven't tasted these since I was a kid. This was one of those cookies that if there was no other cookie in the house and this was all that was on the shelf, I probably wasn't eating cookies. It kind of reminded me that it's sort of like my dad, when I was a kid, would go into places like ice cream stores. And I'm looking at all the really colorful confetti-looking ice creams, you know, the stuff like the Superman that had bubble gum in it or has candy or Pop Rocks or something. And then my dad would order, and he would always order something like butter maple or wild cherry. It basically had to sound like it was made by shaking a tree first to get ingredients, you know, like pistachio, things like that. And this was the kind of cookie that my dad would eat. And I don't know, it's just who eats shortbread cookies? So let's open this up. This has got a resealable container. You know what I didn't know? I went to buy these and I had in my hand something that said Sandies. And as I'm putting it in the cart, I noticed it said original, but the picture didn't look like they were spotted with the pecans. And it turns out that the original Sandies are basically just a shortbread cookie, but the one with pecans are a separate cookie. So I bought these. Normally, as I check the prices, I would have gotten the generic store brand because, again, I don't want to eat these, but I'm doing this for you. I'm guessing that one of these things about adult taste, I think that maybe adults typically in my dad's generation didn't eat a lot of sugar, and you are also eating this with coffee, and so maybe the little bit of sugar that these contain is enough to offset the bitterness of chocolate or of coffee. So I'm gonna try this. We'll see how it goes. That is really dry. I mean, I guess it's not terrible, but we're gonna try this with a little bit of hot coffee. We're gonna dunk this because that seems to be the right thing to do here. Gosh, that's such a hard cookie. How did it do that? How did it get wet and still be hard? I mean, it's not terrible, but it feels and tastes like it needs something. I don't know, would you put icing on this or butter? Should I microwave these? Is there any instructions on the package? No, there's no instructions. Anyway, so why don't you play along with me? Go out and get yourself some of these Pecan Sandies. And on June 23rd, break into them and tell me what you think down below. And if you happen to take a picture of it while you're doing it, post that picture on Instagram and use the hashtag Aristogrub so I can see it. That's it. I'll see you again tomorrow and we'll talk about some more interesting Aristogrub. Yeah, well, the coffee's not bad.